Okay, guys, our setup, we have a NAT, a DC, and the SCCM. The only thing done with this SCCM at this point is join to the domain. So the first thing we need to do is connect to our DC. Let's see if anyone remembers this. Do you remember me telling you that you can only create OUs? You can't create any of these default containers?
Right.
And I was lying? Normally, you can't create containers. I'm looking at advanced views. But we can actually create a container. But we can't use the default tools. We need to go into ADSI edit. Manager, what was it, management? Then connect. I want you to drill down until you see system. And we're going to right click system and say new object. And we're going to go down to this container.
What is that?
Container.
Oh, container.
Then right click system and say new container. New object, then highlight container. Any deviation from what I'm typing here will not work. If you make it lowercase, it won't work. If you leave out the A in management, which is what most people do, it won't work. It has to be identical. M-A-N-A-G-E-M-E-N-T. System management. Is that right? Was that's system management?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to click next. Then finish. So you can't create additional containers. You just have to use this tool. This tool is like a raw edit of your LDAP database. So now I want to go back to Active Directory users and computers with the advanced features checked. I want to go to System.
Where's advanced features at?
And highlight Management. Highlight System Management. We're going to right click, Delegate Control. We need our SCCM server to have full control over this container. When it installs SCCM, it's going to put a bunch of things in here.
Before you do that, you have to select the computer other object.
Select computers, and then put CS your station number hyphen VM2 $.
3, right?
Okay, yes. Then click OK.
Can I ask, because I forgot, the dollar sign is for what again?
CS01-VM3 is the friendly name.
Right.
When you log in, when a computer logs in, the login account is with the $sign at the end. That's the login account name. I'll show you that. So, click Add. Sorry, Click next. Custom task. Just click next to this field and then say full control. I'm just going to go to computers. I'm going to go to properties. I'm going to no, I'm just trying to see if I can show you where the dollar sign is. No, I just want to, I'm looking for something. It's a login value. That's what it is. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do. Yep.
Did you do anything there?
No.
I'm watching the video right now.
What's the name of your
It's okay. You just need to stick with your naming convention. It's going to.
That's what I wanted.
Okay. Guys, highlight users. Say new user account. We're going to call it. Guys, this is the old name. The new name should be sysadmin. I'm just sticking with the old name. SCCM admin.
Where do you go to the brand?
Just highlight users, right click new. Just right click. Okay, guys, I'm not going to do a step here, but we probably should. The service accounts that we're going to use to start some of these services we're creating don't work properly. We're going to change them to the administrator account. If you change your password, these services won't start. If that occurs in this class, the password expires, we'll just change the password and change it right back to what it belongs. Okay? It's not wise to say password never expires. You know, if you do that and you have any non-expiring passwords, you have a PCI compliant thing, that'll cause a problem. Okay, because we're going to use the administrator account to start these services, as opposed to you see how the user account. Let me pull one of these up. This is going to use that local system admin account. That local account, it's like kind of like the computer. There's a network one as well, and there's a system one as well. These accounts don't work all the time consistently. In real life, I would use the local system account or the system account or the network account. But for this lab, we're just going to use the administrator. Again, if you change the password for your administrator account because it expired, you'll have to go into those services and manually set them, or just reset the password back to what it was.
And this is just the PCI compliant?
to get through the lab. To get through the
No,
lab.
I mean the real life.
The real life version, I would use the local system account or the network, whatever they listed there. When we get to that screen, and if there's an issue, fix that issue and use the right account. Don't use the administrator account. Yeah.
In a real life setting, how long are passwords valid before they expire?
45 days, 90. I forget what the default is. There's a default in the group policy setting.
Is there a way to like extend or shorten that? Because I know we went to the password for expired window. They had, like,
Yeah, just change the default group policy object. Okay, so guys, I'm going to go to the settings on the DC. I'm going to add a DVD drive. I'm going to inject that ISO for the Fig Manager. This one. No, that one.
What did you say about it?
I'm going to add a DVD drive and inject the System Manager, System Center image into it.
We're putting the system center on the DC.
No, I need to change the schema because not all the attributes.
Oh, right. That
That's on the DC, right, Brian?
That's on the DC.
Alright. Yeah. I have to shut my.
And use system center, Brian? And use system center,
I'm gonna click OK. And that gave me a D drive. So I'm going to go to the D drive. I'm going to the SMS setup folder. And I got to remember this. Bin folder, right? Is that it? CD, okay, X64, then EX, yeah.
We could do that, or we could just click on it, right?
No.
Or
Field
no?
class is easy.
I don't know if you can.
Is that, alright, so that's more.
Yeah, you can browse.
You can browse too.
Double click it.
Where we?
Okay,
Not
that's
double
fine.
click it, not double click it, but open a command inside the folder, which is what I said.
Oh. What he's saying is go browse there,
Yeah.
then, what is it? Options, right click?
Shift right click.
Oh, shift right.
Right.
Open, set, right click, shift,
I don't know. How would you copy it?
Like I missed like the first like 5 steps.
Check C.
Hey, Louis. Let's have to go with the extension. Let's have to go with the extension.
No, once you're in the folder, just shift and right click because then I need administrator. Shift right click. Shift right click is gonna open a menu. And the menu says there's open command line in this folder.
What is it?
No, but CD, you don't change directories. You just type it out. It's in the preview.
Yeah, it's everything.
No.
He's actually following.
Right click on blank. Now type EXT tab. There's a CD into SMS setup bin x64.
There you go. All right.
What's
What was my IP again?
I never understood.
Remember it's been done so long.
I don't still know what.
Wait. 10, 3, 16, 178.
Got it.
Stay there, but I
Yeah, I can respect it.
But I think we're going to do the user state migration. We did not right yet.
Then you did.
I think it's basically caught up. Because that extends to it. If it's downloaded,
Scott, what the hell is up with you today? I've been up since 2. I'm over.
Okay, once you get to this directory, bin x64, hit ETX, you might have to type the error off, but then hit tab, it should complete it.
Am I making the class easier?
No, well, no, this is what makes it easier, that step. I cannot tell you how many times I've installed this, and I've never wrote it down one time.
I follow the guy.
I know, but you know something? The only problem is they get one little update and everything's screwed up.
No, and he tells that it's all 20 pages for one step, so it's like.
Which guide? The Indian?
The Indian.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but his stuff is good. His stuff, you can, that guy knows what he's doing.
What is this
20
ISO?
pages for one.
That's right.
step.
What is this ISO way to do?
It's the installation CD for SCCM.
Oh, and we can just get that from somewhere, like offhand?
No, you can get it through DreamSpark, but you have to buy it.
Oh, so this is a Microsoft product.
Right. Normally you have to buy it. Okay. Guys, I'm done with the DC. Actually, no, let's do one more little thing. Do we need to add admin rights to?
To the user.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Tools, Active Directory Users and Computers. I'm going to make that user we created a member of domain admins. I want to make the SCCM admin a member of the domain admins. I think we can get by without this.
And we wouldn't do this in real life.
Not schema admin, not schema admin. You're in the wrong user.
We didn't ask to run it,
Okay. Guys, after that, I'm going to eject that CD. If you can't eject it, close your command prompt. Now I'm going to the SCCM.
Oh, were we not supposed to do that on the SCCM? I didn't know on the DC, that's fine.
No, there's no way you could have done it anywhere.
Right.
Guys, I had to do that on my schema manager. Not just the domain controller, my schema admin, schema FISMA role. I had to do that on the machine that held this schema FISMA role. But guys, I only have one DC, so it was.
Professor Ferris, if you had attempted to do that on the SCCM, what would have happened?
Error denied. You can't change the schema because it's not there.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we need some prereqs installed before we get to the SCCM. There are some features we need to add. We need to install IIS, and we need to install SQL Server. So I'm going to add roles and features on the SCCM. Okay, so I'm going to choose the web server as a role. Okay. Then I'm going to choose the .NET. Under features, the .NET 3.5. Yes? The ASP.NET 4.5. I'm just trying to bits. Oh, guys, no, we didn't need this. No, it's not there, is it? No, it's not there.
Yes, we do. 3.5 and 4.5.
No, yeah, that's our 4.5 is already installed. But the ASP.NET.
No, .NET, that's, sorry.
Okay. Guys, then we need this installed. RDC. Remote differential compression. Okay. We added IIS. We added .NET 3.5 and .NET 4.5 bits and RDC. Now it's prompting us to configure the web server, IIS. And what we're going to add to this is common HTTP features, default document, static content. That's all installed. Security. We're going to select Windows Authentication.
Did you add anything under common HTTP features?
No. It was already selected. And then for under application development, we want ASP, no, .NET Extendability 3.5,
Not 3.5?
right? .NET Extendability 3.5, ASP 3.5, ASP.NET, ASP.NET 4.5, right? Then under Management Tools, IIS Management Compatibility, you want to choose the Management Console, the II6 WMI compatibility, and the IIS management scripts and tools.
Is that all?
No. I'm not joking. Okay? I'm waiting for you, Mike.
Never mind.
Okay. So click next. Guys, just wait 1 second. I want to see if I can. Guys, give me 1 second. I want to inject the CD.
Do we do this?
Just let me do this first and see if it works. I believe this is the path. It is. Look, it is. Right there it tells you. Guys, under this alternate, I want you to go in to your settings on your SCCM. I want you to insert a DVD drive, then in that put the eval CD.
Alright. No one.
The Windows Server eval CD. Guys, we got to get the .NET 3.5 stuff off the CD. It's not a Windows update.
I didn't get that pop-up. What I think. Did I do something wrong?
What? I didn't get a pop-up on it.
Oh, you hit one of these.
No, first inject the CD. Go to settings. Go to SCCM controller. Oh, but no, you got that. Good. Right here. Okay, go to the bottom. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, once we have the CD installed, my drive letter for my CD was D. So I'm going to go to the D drive and go to sources SXS folder and copy that. So, yeah, D drive sources SXS and paste it under this specify an alternate sorts
Which one
path.
are we copying? Just that, okay. On the folder itself, that location.
Then install. Or restart if required.
So it's gonna look there for those files?
Yeah.
Can you run that on your SCCM?
What the server sees.
Where's the mouse?
Right click over it. Okay, go to sources. Go to SXX. And copy this at the top. Copy. And go back to installation. Here. Specify switch path. Paste it.
Right. Why don't you export the configuration?
Install reference.
It's an XML file if you want to redo this on another server. I don't need it.
You know,
Yeah, so I don't go through this wizard on another server. I can just export it and feed it in under.
No, I'm saying, why don't you do it for like another class and save it in your folder? Since you know,
I've been doing this, I don't know how many years.
I mean, just give it to everybody.
I did my entire master's program with one sheet of paper. Literally one sheet of paper. I just never been able to take notes.
What was that like?
I got through it. You know, the hard part was just reviewing all of the, because I had calculus back when I was in high school. I didn't, you know, I don't use calculus that much, and I did, when I did my master's, I didn't remember anything. Thank God my wife does calculus problems for fun. She takes a calculus book, and so she knew all the calculus.
There's a reason, that's the reason why I majored in history is science, is I could do all the science, but I couldn't do the math.
Yeah, no, she was aerospace engineering.
For,
when she first started college.
It's like history, like math and history, you just have to learn how to add and subtract things. Now, basis of math.
Okay, guys, while that's installing, I'm going to go back to the DC. We're going to set up some firewall rules. I'm going to open up group policy management. I'm going to call it SCCM Firewall Rules.
You making any details?
Yep, under Group Policy Objects.
What do you call it? SCCM.
Firewall Rules. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to go over to policies, window settings,
Under which one? All
computers. Policies, window settings, security settings, and then we're going to go down to window firewall with advanced security. And we need to create some inbound rules and some outbound rules. We'll do inbound first. A new rule, predefined. It is under policies, window settings, security settings, Windows Firewall with advanced security, Windows Firewall with advanced security, then right-click inbound rules.
You're adding to the default? First, is that what you did, Brian?
No, I created a new one called SCCM space firewall space rules. Then edit that.
SCCM rules is what you call it?
Firewall rules.
SCCM firewall rules?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to click. So I did inbound, I did file and print sharing, the predefined rules. File and printer sharing. Next. Next. Allow the connection. The next one I'm going to create.
No, they still inbound. No, they're inbound.
Inbound, predefined. Windows management instrumentation. Next, next, allow.
W09?
Yes. And then Windows management instrumentation. Then the last, we need two more rules. They're going to be ports. Not predefined this time, ports. TCP, and we're going to specify a local port. This will, we're saying an inbound port. We've already chosen inbound. This is an inbound rule, so it's opening up our local port. 1433, that is for SQL Server. Click next, allow the connection for all profiles. And I'm going to call this rule port 14433 inbound. You can give it whatever name you want.
Did you do this the last time?
Yes. Then I'm going to do it again, but this time the port address will be 4022. Again, both TCP. I didn't specify that, but it was chosen by default.
What was it?
4022. And port 4022 inbound. Then the outbound. The only thing we need to do in outbound is file and printer sharing or predefined. And we're going to allow that.
Is there a
File.
order you went in, or
I'm sorry?
is there a particular order you went in, or?
No.
Wait, so we will allow.
We're allowing file and printer sharing outbound. Predefined outbound.
Can you show the inbound rules?
These are two. This is one predefined rule, and this is another predefined rule. Then these are two handmade port rules.
And those port rules allow any connections to those ports.
All you're doing is opening up that port. Allowing it through firewall. We can get around having the port 1433 and 4022 open because our config manager is on the same box as our SQL Server. So the firewall rule really doesn't have any play. But I'm just doing that to be consistent because some people have one SQL Server and might be on a different box than the config manager. Okay.
Did the outbound rule have a Windows management instrumentation?
No, just file and printer sharing. Okay, I'm going to close that. I'm going to link that to my domain. Then I'm going to go back. Once it's linked, I'm going to remove authenticated users and add SCCM, no, CS01 VM1 $, and again, check.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you do it again?
Okay. Sorry.
Can you go back to where you say you linked the party?
Okay, I linked it.
Yeah.
Then go back here. Remove authenticated users. So I've highlighted SCCM firewall rules, removed authenticated users, and click Add. Under object type, make sure you choose computers, then type in CS01 VM3 $. We just want only we don't want to open up the ports for everything. The other option we could have done is we could have put that SCCM in a OU and then put 601 half does the other, whatever method you want. Okay. At some point we need to do a reboot so this rule applies, or a GP update for us. So I'm going to go back to my SCCM server. Yeah, you know what.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. Now I need you to eject that CD on the SCCM. Eject that CD. Insert the CD beginning with EN. Yes, do a GP update. Hopefully we don't need to reboot.
You said EN, correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
Eject it, then what, Brian?
Do a GP update. So far, everything has been intuitive, right?
Oh, yeah. Spot on.
Okay. Do a GP update, and then I want to go to my downloads and I want to install this. This is the service pack. If you install it ahead of time, the wizard will prompt you to install it. I'm going to run that service pack.
Look, you ran it earlier.
Just have it installed before you install SQL Server. Okay, So I'm going to right-click this and install or run program from your media. And it should come up with this little window. It screws up every once in a while, if I remember correctly.
You're gonna install it.
There it is.
Yeah, but install the update first.
I just did.
What was this?
You double click it, but
Oh, sorry guys, I didn't walk through the wizard.
Yeah.
I'm going to accept it. So I have to walk through the wizard for this.
it's not over here, it's over.
No, the other one,
Oh.
Are you running that twice or?
No, sorry, this is my wizard for my SQL Server install, but this, I never finished this setup. This is still my Service Pack 1. I just left this window in the background. I just launched it from the CD.
So SQL Server Step 20 is from the thing we downloaded.
Correct. Oh, guys, incidentally, look at my, how many days do I have now?
9,600.
That is our, from the rearm. Okay, guys, it should just disappear. Once it disappears, go back to this other window, SQL Server Installation Center, and these are links, guys. We want to jump to installation. We are going to do a standalone SQL Server, no clustering. We don't have to really configure SQL Server or create any databases. We just have to get it installed, and then the SCCM installation wizard will configure it for us. Guys, do we have any failures? I don't. Who has a failure?
Should we wait for the other thing?
Yeah, wait for the other.
Don't fit.
No, the thing is good. That's the fun. It stops running.
It's not a program, it's just an option. It's just an option.
Oh, I was experimenting. Yeah, it was a little research.
It's just an option.
We got 3 minutes. No.
So I'm going to click OK. We'll go download. Do a search and download this, 64-bit.
After I use the configuration file, I have to download
Where do you download it to?
Thank God I said it, because I closed out of the wizard. I would have asked you all the wizard.
Where did you save all that document? That's not good.
You can skip that.
Hold on 1 second. Wait, I want to check something. I want to make sure I can get to the internet.
That's fine.
Yeah, because that's how we downloaded the,
Yeah, that error is gonna show.
that's how we downloaded the service packet.
Hold on one second. No, I think what it is we're getting this error. I'm sorry?
There are, it will pop up, it's just because, I don't know why, but.
Okay. If we uncheck it,
You can skip that.
yeah, okay, we can uncheck it, and the error we're probably getting, the reason why we're getting this, we should see this checkbox twice, is because we're probably being throttled from the server. So I said check again, uncheck the box.
Yeah, this, and then, but you have to have the XML file, I'll send it to you. You have
You see me on there?
Did you run it twice?
Firewall
Yeah,
warning.
why did you get any of this?
Click up there.
Pause it again.
Go in the corner.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't remember. I installed it, but I did.
Did you, click back?
Oh, wait,
And now,
I didn't get any of this. Let's cancel.
Everybody that one.
See Natty?
64-bit, let's look at it.
How many of you guys think are on steroids? Yeah.
You didn't run it?
But they don't test them all the time, though.
No, this is not second time.
you do that word again.
Yeah, they also have what, 8 months off or something? Well, no, even
Click OK,
That's what I'm-
and try to go directly to your SQL Server. And you're sure. I don't know why you're getting it. That almost looks like it's your server setup, not the service pack setup. You know, that looks like almost like you're setting up SQL Server. Because look, I'm getting that here. I didn't have that screen when I ran the update. Yeah, I didn't have this at all here. What size is yours? Okay. Guys, this is just a warning. Okay. We've already fixed this warning. Guys, if you need to go and look at what ports need to be open, right here. Just try to launch it. Tell me what happens if you try to do the installation. And it might tell you that we'll see if it needs that.
So you said it's actually removed and installed it again, bro.
I'm sorry?
Are you serious that it should just reinstall it?
No, try to launch the CD. Launch it, run it from the CD. Okay, guys, Don't use a product key. I don't know why he gave us this CD. Don't use a product key. Because that's going against the school's activation. Except SQL Server feature installations. We're going to decide what to install. The database engine, report services. I don't remember this either.
And then management console. The complete.
Database engine services, reporting services native, and then management tool complete.
Hold it there, Brian. Let me capture that. Not legal.
That's first. That one was the first one that popped up. Yeah. I'll think of building. And then it ran, and then you go. What about this SQL Server? Before I even did this, it was like the first one. Back up.
Okay. Click next. Oh, I'm sorry, Andre, were you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I have a question about the update. I'm at a point where it's asking for features.
I'm not getting any.
Yeah, I don't know. You three guys got that. I've never seen that error. It almost looks like it's a SQL Server install, not a SQL Server update install.
Yeah, no, that's right. I'm confused.
Let me ask you, did you install it once already?
You know, it's possible.
When you first downloaded it? Cancel it and just launch the. I told them just cancel it and launch the installation off the CD. Okay, guys, we're going to leave the default instance. No changes there. We're not going to change anything with the disk space. Guys, and we're not even going to get to the install today. Yeah, shut up. You jinxed me. You jinxed me.
Not that far, though.
Yeah.
You gotta put that, Frank?
Yep. Guys, and I'm putting in my password. Now listen, guys. Do you remember when I said we're starting with the admin account? In real life, I would have left the accounts that were there. If you run into an issue, fix that issue, not change it to this. If our password expires and we change our password, these services won't start. So I have to go to each of those services under the Services tab and fix that issue. But in real life, I wouldn't do this. All automatic, and I set my password capital PA11WRD. Guys, make sure you type the password right. Alex.
Not calling it names or nothing, right?
I get the passwords right. I just misspelled my last name.
It's your last name.
It's German, it has a lot of
Don't
double
you have it your whole
consonants.
life?
But don't call me over to ask you how to spell your name. It's over at 10:50. No. We'll get halfway through.
Hold on. You check again and I'll check.
You went next, already, Brian?
Yeah, I went next after I set all my accounts there. Guys, I want you to add 2 accounts here. Add the current user and add SCCM admin. I added my current user account and then I added SCC admin. Now save this as a template.
What else?
Okay, click next.
Not yet, no.
Anthony, how far are you behind? Believe it or not, you're just going to walk through this wizard and it's not going to be much. Install and configure. In real life, send your errors. Default instance.
Database engine services.
Wait. Okay, database engine, yes.
Reporting services.
Okay.
Management tools, basic.
Wait, I don't see management.
Down to M.
Oh, the.
Okay, it should,
Which has one?
it should have complete, yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, next.
What else?
Hold on. Just wait.
Database engine services.
Default.
Okay, check that. Check reporting services native. Scroll down. Management tools.
Reporting services native.
What, really?
See, that's a cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Okay, no. Change all that.
36 minutes long.
Turn some back.
7 minutes long.
You don't need to you're dragging it down.
Okay, and copy that,
Oh,
and paste it in all 3 below. 2 below. Okay, now put in your password and you change all the stuff on the right, there's the one called disabled, to automatic.
I'm actually watching the game cast on AG
What's your
Not gonna be a very entertaining game.
No, the entire first quarter. Abyss field goal.
What's the SQL Server?
SCCM, why you gonna do that?
Is it how we do?
I didn't have to do that. Are you not logged in as?
Yeah.
You're not logged in as the admin?
Come back and we'll take a break. At this point, we're just gonna, as soon as it's done, we're gonna stop here. I wonder why you want to get to the SCCM today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you did? Yeah, well, you did. Really? Where you going? No, I didn't move on. So that's in, I read it on the month. I read it on the month. I don't know for that shit. I don't know that.
I spent an entire day on that. It didn't work, blow it up, checkpoint, blow it up, checkpoint, it was. There was one that I wanted to go where I didn't get to.
Dude, you know what? I went to the door and bought the tickets at night. And it's cheaper and the service charge was it's better to do that.
Okay, guys, I'm going to stop the video.